How have we gained artists hundreds of millions of streams on Spotify using Facebook and Instagram ads? That's what we're going over in today's video. What's up, guys? This is Omari with No Nonsense Music Marketing, the #1 place for music business and industry advice online. If you are not subscribed already, click that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, leave us a like if you like this content so that you can get updated on new videos every time they come out. All right, so this is going to be a case study today from real information, not just theory, not just a one-time off thing, but a case study on an artist that we've run ads for, Kid Travis, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Very, very talented young man. If you guys have not checked him out or seen one of his ads, which a lot of you probably have at this point, you should definitely check him out. But we're doing a case study. So Kid Travis, at this point, getting over 2 million monthly listeners. Strawberry Skies, one of his hit songs, over 51 million streams. I believe the last time we did a video was at 48 million or 49. So gained 2 million streams since we even did the last video. But we're going to do a breakdown of another one of his ads. We probably picked, to be honest, with the thumbnail, wherever you clicked on, it's probably a random number that we probably just picked that says, whatever number of million streams we've helped artists gain. But we don't have a total count because it's obviously very hard to keep count, but it's probably well into the billions at this point, just because we've run ads for tens of thousands of artists, done playlisting or run ads or YouTube promotion or something for tens of thousands of artists. So at this point, probably well into the billions of ads that we've helped artists get or been a part of. So with these, with the ads for Kid Travis, some aspects to mention just before even getting to the ad. If the music is not great, you can make a great ad, but if the music doesn't carry its own weight, then all this work, the cost per click that we're going to talk about and the conversion rate and all that, it's not going to be the same for everybody's ad, because the music is the thing that helps out the headline, helps out the description, helps out the click rate and all that. So just keep that in mind. Just because something works for this ad, the ad copy or the ad headline that we would do for your ad may be different just based on the music itself. But for Kid Travis, he has an audience that is big enough now that he can run something called lookalike audiences. And a lookalike audience is telling Instagram or Facebook that I want you to go find me people that have these same characteristics as the people who either watched my ad all the way through or clicked on my ad or visited my profile, something like that. If you don't have your own website, you need to get your own website, because that is the highest value audience, lookalike audience that you will be able to create. This is because you want to think of ads in terms of the level of difficulty that would take somebody to reach a certain action. It is more difficult for someone to buy something off of your website versus just to watch a video on Instagram. All right, that makes sense. It takes them more effort to click on the video than it is to simply watch the video. It takes them more effort to visit your profile than to simply watch the video. So all these steps it takes them. Think about every step somebody would have to take from the time they watch your ad to if they made it all the way to buying something off your website. Obviously, buying something is the most valuable action to you, and only having an impression or just seeing the ad for 3 seconds is not all that valuable to you. Versus if they watched it all the way through, that's more valuable than watching for 3 seconds, so on and so forth. So whenever you run your ads, you're trying to get to a place that you can build the most high value audience. Obviously, that's going to take a lot of ad spend to get to that place, or have a sizable audience that you can get to that place. But at the end of the day, if you have a good business structure, if you have your website, and if you can't build in a good quality website, you can go to omarmc.com, click on our website option, and have us build one for you. But you need that website so that you can sell merch, you can sell show tickets, you can have the data from all the merch and show tickets and whatnot that you sell, so that you can plug that back into your ad spend and get a system running. Now, said all that to say, Kid Travis had a good enough audience size that we were running profile visitor ads for him. So we're trying to tell the system if they visited his profile, then they should like him enough that if we run more ads to them, they'll click on the ads, listen to the music, follow him, so on and so forth. Whatever goal we were trying to hit in that specific ad, we would have a good chance of reaching it with the profile visitor audience. Now, I'm not going to go over how exactly to create a lookalike audience in this video. We should have a video of that somewhere on our channel or somewhere, a Facebook ads mastery course. We actually give out a course for free if you buy a promotion from us. There's a free course that you can have where we go over step by step how we would set up an ad in depth on the audience and the lookalike audiences and everything. But that's just a note. With his profile visitors, I believe we were doing them in batches of 90 days because we wanted more data for his ad set. We had insights and results from previous ads that were telling us this age range would be best for his ads. Whenever you're first running your ads, you're probably going to run it to a larger age range just to see who's going to click on it the most. You may have data from another platform like a TikTok or Instagram Insights, Facebook Insights, all that stuff, YouTube, that will tell you a bit more about who plays your music the most. But still, if you don't have a big enough audience yet, that data is not conclusive. So you're probably going to run it to a larger age range so that you can drill down who your target audience is, so that you don't have a bad set of assumptions that you keep running ad spend off. You want a conclusive set of data that you can run ad spend on for a prolonged amount of time and get the best results. So we were running him to 18 to 34. That's what we've seen amongst all of our other ad spend. We were breaking each campaign down into segments, trying to find out if men clicked on more than women. Facebook will just tell you sometimes to run them all in one group, and that's okay for some ad sets. But again, it depends on the artist, the song, the circumstance, and that's why a lot of times it's just more beneficial and less of a headache, to be honest, to have a professional agency run ads for you. And obviously, you can say we're biased or whatever, but we have not gone into somebody's ad manager on Facebook or Instagram. Most of the time, artists don't have it set up at all. But then when we go in there, there's never been a time that everything was organized as it should be. Not even our preference, just organized in a way that was the best for optimizing their ad spend. So oftentimes, most of the time, 99+% of the time, it's beneficial to have an ad agency come in, at least do your ads for 1 or 2 months. Like, you don't have to pay for it every single month. I'm not telling you to pay us in perpetuity, but have a professional agency come in, do it for a few months so that you see exactly how things should be run. And then if you want to take it over yourself and do it from then on, that's fine. But have somebody optimize the structure of it so that when you do spend ads for the next 5 years or 10 years or however long you're going to be spending ads for, you're not just spending your money in vain and not spending it the best way you could be. You're going to spend money either way. You may as well spend the money a wise way. So for this one, it was just a story-based ad. We'd seen some data. It really does depend on the specific ad for it, whether the feed does better or the story or Reels does better. Sometimes the country that you're running the ads in does make a big difference on how well the ad's going to do in the placement. So if it's, for instance, if it's going to be secondary market countries, such as a lot of Latino countries, Spanish-speaking countries, sometimes running those ads on Reels gets wonky results. Like, you might get the clicks from there, or even like, tertiary market countries, which are places like India, Indonesia, a lot of African countries. Sometimes those will get wonky results when you're running Reels or running ads on Facebook versus Instagram, for instance. So you do want to be careful. Just because you're getting cheap clicks does not mean that is the best conversion rate, meaning taking the end action you want them to take, which is following you on Spotify or hitting the like button on Spotify, following you on Instagram, whatever that end action is. You do have to be careful with that because there may be bot accounts on a lot of these social media platforms. So you may see like this ad got 1,500 clicks, but you look at your Spotify streams or the followers on Instagram or whatever you're trying to do, and it just doesn't equal the conversion rate of getting those same clicks in a different country. So that's where the expertise of an agency would come in and be able to get you the right clicks on the right platform, right placement, so on and so forth. For the actual ad itself, all right, now we're down to the ad. All the other information is important to build up to the ad. You have to structure everything else the right way so that the ad itself will perform the best. So we got Kid Travis ad here. This one is just tell the truth, swipe up to listen, something simple. So some other ones, let's see, I want to go to a different one. Let's see if we can pull up the different one. Let's go here. So this one just says, if you're not in your head, then swipe up to listen. That's one that it's something that piques curiosity. That's something that's good about the ad back here. It's simple. We done a lot of different. I don't know who in the agency exactly did this one. I didn't personally do this one. I was running the earlier ones, but I did like this one because it was something simpler. It was just piquing the curiosity and then having the music itself do the heavy lifting, which is why I mentioned that before. If it said, if you're not in your head, then swipe to listen, and the music itself isn't making somebody nod their head, then the ad's not going to work. So the music itself has to do a lot of the heavy lifting on the ad. That's why we would tailor each ad specific to the song whenever an agency would run it, so that it has the best chance at success. And lastly, the link for this one is going to a fan link. It depends. Sometimes we'll run the ad straight to Spotify to get the most streams, get the most listeners. Sometimes it'll be run to a fan link or a smart link that just has all the different links for the artists on it. It really depends. It really depends on the end goal of the artist. If you do the Instagram ads management with us, we have a consultation where we sit down and ask what's the end goal of this campaign for you, so that we can just hyper focus on that one. Sometimes people want it to split to the different platforms. You may see a decrease in result in that. Personally, I've seen a slight decrease. Like if you have an ad that you want to go to, let's say Spotify playlists and Apple playlists, for instance, versus you just send them straight to Spotify, oftentimes you're going to get a better result just sending them straight to one platform and not giving them any choice. But sometimes I can have a different effect, because if you want the data, if you want the most data, you have to send them to your website that you own, but it will be slightly more expensive oftentimes. However, if you're just going for a campaign for Spotify followers or something like that, or Instagram followers, sometimes you're going to get a better rate just doing it straight to the platform. But say all that to say, all these caveats I'm adding is because there's ads, or marketing is about testing. You have to know how to test the best way to get your end result. That's why, like, if you open up some of the ad sets and back here, you see a bunch of ad sets and campaigns because they're testing different objectives. So you may see the same name or similar titles for ads that are like split into these different campaign sections, ad sets, ads, because you're doing a bunch of testing to find the best end result for your campaign. But with that, if you have not gone through the course, there's a lot of artists who get this course and don't go all the way through it. A lot of artists haven't seen the course yet. Like I said, we give it out for free. if you get promotion from us, you get the ad course 100% free. There's no upsells after it or anything like that. There's a bunch of videos on our YouTube as well that go over ads and campaigns that you can watch for free as well. But if you want something that's step by step of here's exactly how you set this up and how we would test this, how we would do this campaign, you can get this course for free by ordering any music promotion off of AmariMC.com. Head to our website. We do all genres across the board. Like I said, we've promoted for tens of thousands of artists at this point. So do all genres across the board. We've done promotion for big record labels, small artists, and everything in between. So head there, hit us up with any comments you have in the comment section. We'll get in there and answer any questions you guys have and try to help you out. And click that subscribe button on this video so you can get updates on every new video that we come out with. I'll catch you in the next one.